sprint division saw a younger filly joining older girls as a finalist. Champagne d'Oro. The 3-year-old Champagne d'Oro won the Grade 1 Betfair TVG Acorn at a mile. Then in late summer, she shortened up to 7 furlongs for another Grade 1 win in the test at Saratoga.
Champagne d'Oro kicks away from the field and won the test by 4.5 lengths.
Dubai Majesty. In the spring, Dubai Majesty won the winning colors at Churchill Downs. She won 2 more stakes elsewhere before returning to Churchill to win the Ascension Jet Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint.
It's all Dubai Majesty in a race of her own, a scintillating win.
Rightly so. Rightly So is the 3rd finalist, and rightly so. Her fine season included wins in the Grade 3 Bed of Roses and the Grade 1 Ballerina in late August.
Rightly So will go wire to wire to win the Ballerina.
Female sprinter.
And the winner is Dubai Majesty.
Accepting the Eclipse Award for Dubai Majesty are William and Stephanie Martin. Last year, Dubai Majesty raced 10 times from January through November, racking up 4 victories and 4 second-place finishes on dirt, turf, and synthetic surfaces. The 5-year-old mare finished her career with a victory in the Ascension Jet Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint at Churchill Downs under jockey Jamie Theriault. Trained by Brett Calhoun, Dubai Majesty was bred in Florida by Harold Plumley.
Thank you. This is Martin. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you.
What a nice.
Thank you. Who's going to speak?
I'll speak. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the voters. This is a family affair. You can see we brought the family. What a wonderful horse Dubai Majesty was for us. This family of horse racing of ours started out, obviously, with my folks. And they gave me the inspiration to do what we're doing now and hopefully for many years to come. There's a story about my dad, who was a pilot during the World War II era. He had an impeccable record. He flew for the U.S. Navy on carriers in the Pacific, accumulated about 5,000 hours, and was in combat on and off carriers. And when he was discharged after 7 years of service, there were 4 blemishes on his record. All of them occurred around the first Saturday of May in Kentucky, when his plane unexplainably developed engine trouble 4 years in a row. And that's a true story. I have to thank my family, starting with Stevie, my wife in the gold dress. That produced the kids behind, BJ and Justin, and now Deanna, our daughter-in-law, and then there's some little ones coming up behind them. And they are in this thick and thin with us and always have been. And I'm really, really proud of the family. Without question, I feel that the success of this horse is contributed largely by Brett Calhoun and the staff that he has put together. Brett, as you guys probably know, is one of the fast, upcoming trainers in this business, and in a relatively short time has achieved some milestones that a lot of guys never do. Consistently now in the top 5 of the national trainers. Brett jumped on the big stage this year and won not 1 but 2 Breeders' Cups. Our race in the filly, or the turf sprint with Chamberlain Bridge, owned by Carl and Belinda Moore. Brett, you're doing a great job. The cat's out of the bag. Hope I'll be able to afford you next year. Next, I've got to thank the guy that brought this filly across the wire for us, Jamie Terrio. The fight with Javier Castellano, and I hope you guys saw the guy in the cap that was trying to separate those two guys. That was my rider, Jamie Terrio. Scared me to death. We were coming up the next race, and he's over there trying to get these guys split up. Thank goodness Calvin couldn't get his right hand uncorked, or I think my guy would have gotten knocked out. Jamie's not only tough, he's got an incredible sense of timing, and he proved it over and over again with this filly. She had 34 starts, made $1.5 million, and Jamie was a big, big part of that. I want to recognize our partners, Dan and Debbie Morgan. I want to recognize partners that we've had in the past. Most of what we do is in partnerships. And Carl Moore is sitting in the back of the room, and Carl and I have campaigned horses at this level in the past, and without these kind of people being in the business, I just wouldn't be here today. And I really, really appreciate the level of these people and what they offer to the business. Also, the people that help us find these horses and put these deals together, Mark Cornett in the back, Dr. Allen, the veterinarians that help us do the selections. We're all very appreciative, and this award is as much yours as it is ours. And with that, I would like to turn this to my partner, Dan.
Thank you. Want to make sure we thank Mr. Plumley for allowing us to acquire this horse. Fabulous breeder. It's been a long but enjoyable ride. I want to thank Bill and Stevie for allowing us to be partners in this endeavor. My wife, Deborah. As you can tell, it took all of us to come up with the $90,000 that we had to supplement the horse. So, but it was enjoyable. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say a word or two on behalf of Dubai Majesty. We bred her in Ocala, and the Martins and the Morgans have taken up a little bit of my speech. I really congratulate them on having the courage to nominate her. You know, we nominate some horses to the Breeders' Cup every year, but we didn't nominate Dubai Majesty, and they had the courage to put up $90,000 to enter her. And if they hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the breeder recognizing her accomplishment here tonight. So I thank them very much. But I also thank Richard Kent, who is the bloodstock guy at our farm and chief cook and bottle washer, just about everything that needs to be done. And as you know, on the farm, a winner starts the day the mare's bred. Well, Richard is responsible for mating her to Essence of Dubai. Thank you very much, Richard, for your accomplishment. And thank you all.